All right, we finally live. Yeah, yeah. I'm about ready to put it down. I know y'all can't stand to hear my sound, and that's why I keep doing it. Uh, yeah, yeah. I know your Bible to this. There ain't no stopping this. Who else rocks like this? Don't know assist. This track is hot. My name is Dark in case you forgot. I got to do, I'm just too loud. Business picks up when I arrive. I'm clean cut. I don't get down and dirty. I don't look over my shoulder. You punks can't hurt me. In a battle, my talent never deserts me. You like what the man's doing over in Afghanistan. That place was nasty. I sure hope they don't draft me. September 11th will live in infamy. I'm glad I don't live in New York or DC. I ain't never been on an airplane, and if you do, then you're insane. The same for a boat. People do whatever they how do they cope. If you start babbling, they seem like I'm grabbing you. When it comes to music, I'm like a mad dog. Gobbling up MCs like a hog. Yo, I'm a glutton. When it comes to this, I'm pain. No matter who I'm messed up with, the outcome's always the same. Me on top, my trash will never stop. There's too much nonsense in the game. If I don't make it, I still won't change. One note, not one alert. Who cares whether or not you want to hear it? Something needs to be said. I'm saying it. In the toughest hoods, I'm playing it. It can do on everyone's playlist. If you don't agree, yo, mind your business. I don't go to clubs, mind your business. I don't do no drugs, mind your business. The gritty stuff you love, I want no part of. Yo, mind your business, mind your business. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or was I born this way different? Some say I'm gifted, some say I need to get with it. Hustle in the corners, put in work. Stay away from the church, you can time in jail. That's where you refine your rhymes. Get drunk, go smoke a blunt. Until people see me fight, they swear I'm a punk. Ho-hos pull me over, let me go with a glance or grin. People are surprised when we pass out my pants. Why I gotta be ignorant to be respect? Why I got a pressure that goes around my neck? Yo, I don't need a fancy car to score. When I get in some drawers, I'll leave the store. Hoes come back for more. I was raised to be conservative. I bother no one in every kick square as I did. I know I get on all your nerves. Except for me, you only get served. Physically, then mentally. I told you with knowledge. Remember, I went to Bible college. I can't sing, so I recite, I stutter. Yet I still butter you something. You won't admit it, but you feel my flows. If it wasn't for AIDS, I still are your hoes. I don't need those, as long as I got wheels to get around. A keyboard to create my sound. And a good woman to pound. Yo, I don't go to clubs, mind your business. I don't do no drugs, mind your business. The gritty stuff you love, I want a part of. Yo, mind your business, mind your business. Uh, uh, I put trust in no one. People come and go. Mankind will always let you down. The Bible says so, so I depend on myself. Ask no one for help. If I can't get it, I forget it. I don't sweat it. I can go sing that Joe with Joe Sport Rolos. Have gold on every inch of my torso. Have a different hope every day of the week. In case all the shit don't stay all day, do more than peak. Get a G grand, 1,000 watts to piss off the man. Get pulled over 5 times a day. That's at the cops and be on my way. Yo, I get mad hardware, body armor. So you suckers get aware. I open up a studio and one-man show production. Helping artists be my function. Represent from Essex to Warble Junction. Putting B-more on the map. Giving Philly and Brooklyn some comp. When it comes to rap, then I branch out rock, R&B, even country. I get Russell Simmons to run for his money. Or P. Diddy, I find that skills funny. But there's got to be another way. In the end, your crime does not pay. I can't do scratch the time right away in the jail cell. Now to me, that's a living hell. I think of something else, I ain't with it. Yo, you can't feel me. Yo, you mind your business. I don't go to clubs, mind your business. I don't do no drugs, mind your business. The pretty stuff you love, I want a part of. Yo, mind your business. I don't go to clubs, mind your business. I don't do no drugs, mind your business. The pretty stuff you love, I want no part of. Yo, mind your business. Go Darrow, the one-man show. If you didn't know, now you know a little bit more. I'm out. An original track. One-man show production. Alrighty, y'all. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to this morning edition of the Brother Derrick Show. I can't speak for everybody. I know I'm not happy right now. I'm really pissed off. I was so pissed off I didn't even come on last night. I told y'all what I told you.
All right, let's give everybody a chance to come into the room. So let's show the footage from last night. Give everybody a chance to come up in here.
Wait a minute. Damn, I didn't bring it. Oh well. He's gonna forget something. That's alright. Ain't gonna kill us. Alrighty.
We can speed up now.
So it should go this way. Alright, let's get moving. Gotta get something though, right? Can't just let me go, can you? It would be too much like right. Oh, then we forgot something amazing.
Music.
Hey man, what that you put on the jukebox? What's this? One man show? What the heck is a one man show?
What the heck is a one-man show?
Well, I don't know, James, but I guess I'll find out in a minute. Yeah.
Alright, let's roll.
Yeah. I'm coming next up.
What?
Running after.
What?
A new sound, a new high, don't ask why. I like to hit you with reach that bounce. I try on something, that's how I do, how I bring it. You got that, swing, don't act around. And wind up done, and we leave it sweeter than cinnamon bun.
You know that.
Fellas, we want to correct Ellen sport and gold link. There's no help because that style still stinks. Yo, I get there, props, flash, cash, not for cash. My skills flash all over you like a rash. I'm never in a lost for word. A bedroom door read, do not disturb. Never took a drink, never spoke a blunt, never went hungry, always had enough love. Sometimes the lights cut out, never for more than one day. I was gambling, hey, I lost all my pay. That's why I don't front. I never waited for the first of the month. I work, but I don't work hard. I feel only one thing, and that's God. Don't start bitching, this ain't about religion. I'm switching, yo. Let's break some bitching. Yo, I wish I could drive from the back seat because these fronts be too cheap, they're too damn weak.
Okay. You know you're wrong for that.
A rump like that, just drop that. A rump like that, just inside your head. A rump like that, just throw up. A rump like that, just stop. Hey, I got something to say. Yo. How could you let this children play on the street with a crack vibe and the needles under that beat? Guess the inner city is unique. A place I like to get, so I get what I need. And then jet, and there ain't no.
We'll start with this. I don't know where everybody is.
The guinea pig factory with my people. And laboratory rats to get back. But I'm a
I'm ready to get Donald Trump, but
I'll stop here. I wish I could have been a home. Just me and my lady. Everything will be kosher. Hey, no man out. Can't stop out. You can have your beat on KNY and wear George or polio. But that's about walks portfolio. See, I want to retire young in a ranch in Salisbury. Now I crack row house on Coastbury. That's just me. I ain't putting no more one of nothing down. Don't flex, don't frown. I'm not down by street code. I just move it like a drug like. A bump like that just drop dead. A bump like that will go upside your head. A bump like that just grows up. A bump like that just stop stuck. bubble like dark says drop dead. A bubble
I
like
gotta
dark
read you
will
them
go
mounts.
inside your head. A bubble like dark says grow up. I'm a bubble like dark says you suck as I spook like Casca. But I'm not a friendly host, I don't like the boast. One day my beats will rock. From coast to coast, there'll be a felony. If you sample my melody, you can't hop on my arm, so don't bring that storm back. Let the sky come to you right now.
Alright, let's go.
The magician, the great one, the best time. I want to read on black because I go through. Don't let me when people plus it, change the other rap. So you saw my change that beat for my bass too. While I do, I get around like 2-5. I'm the American that kid rock, the real heavy D. Forget this marquee. I'm the beautiful, but I don't need no prop. I'm composing hits and I won't stop. I can't stop. I'm invincible. I stick to my principles. I follow no one. I'm a trendsetter, the dominator, the heartbreaker. This is my
What?
Something wrong.
sport. You can't hang with me. You can't bang with me on these boards. I dump tracks like Shaq. I put you on your back black. A bubble like dark says drop dead. A bubble like dark will go inside your head. A bubble like dark says grow up. A bubble like dark says you stops up. A bubble like dark says drop dead. A bubble like dark will go inside your head. A bubble like dark says grow up. A bubble like dark says you stops up. Stop. You're not put you on your back. I'm bubble like this. I think I'll be with Lord.
Right to the green light, never fails. Always, right to the green light. Cause I'm rocking. You know.
Like dark says drop dead. Above like dark will go inside your head. Above like dark says go up. Above like dark says stop us like that. Above like dark says drop dead. Above like dark will go inside your head. Like
Why she in the middle of the sidewalk? I don't know. We just went around her. That's in Stadium Street. I gotta get them Audacity files off of that memory card. It's annoying. Get out the way. Hey, we roll on the bike. We there already. Now I want to see how many people was messing with the bike. How many people was messing with the bike? I want to know. How many people was messing with the bike?
Whew.
No, I knew you was coming. You called me.
Yeah, I called.
Now I see the light.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Mike. How you doing, son? All right. Y'all have a good one.
Just study right here. Look. Study right here.
Everybody walk off my damn bike.
Everybody wants to go there. I told you, this is where I stand. I stand at the door.
Done? All right.
Oh, let me turn them off. Okay.
Oh, okay. You put them on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a song right there.
Right. Okay, so this is the one that came with it.
Right.
And you put these two on there.
Yeah.
Okay. You put the one in the back on there too? Or that came with it?
I put it on there.
All right. Man, hooked it up.
Well, I don't want nobody to knock me in my head. I mean, he might no car to knock me in my head while I'm riding. Ain't got no reason.
Right.
Can't say I ain't see it. That's all right, baby. All right. Whew. Okay.
No break. I don't know.
All right. Do y'all have any cards today? Leave it there. Right. Welcome to the.
You know, anybody mess with the bike. One, two, three.
You must got motion
Now they gonna talk about me.
break.
Yeah, the person the change you got a bigger size, so the tag I took or messed up earlier when I changed the size. There's five. Yes, ma'am.
Door is empty.
No.
I want to see if somebody mess with the bike.
I told him, y'all. I told him.
I thought it was this. That's why I
Oh,
looked at
yeah,
it.
that's all.
Yeah, because that's what's on the box.
That was a lighter.
Yeah. You like the brick. No flame, no proof.
You said a heater? Look in this aisle right here. I know we only had the small little 15 on. Look in aisle 15. It should be like on the bottom shelf. Yeah, it was something at the bottom. Last week we didn't have anymore.
I guess we got blessed.
Like I'm with it out, going through the aisle and stuff. It's going to be left and right. If you had before, it was something.
Now he said he don't leave the door. He said he don't leave that spot. Really?
And you know what the trend? The Reese's, they cheap.
Y'all know I got that bath mat. It won't even stick to the tub. Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah.
Hello. All right.
I guess we can speed up some. That is it.
The following message is from Family Dollar store shoppers. As a reminder, Family Dollar store associates and customers are advised to practice social distancing. Please maintain a distance of at least 6 feet between individuals for each person's safety.
Fast forward.
No, it's going to thing, so
Fast forward.
it's going to say black cat. You got
I think, ain't no more than that thing behind it.
No, it's not that.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay, son. That's okay. That's okay.
You have to go. You have to be.
I'm sorry. All right, see you.
Look at that.
You up, right?
It's getting outrageous with this one, these little pieces. $30 for one piece. Little bracelet or something.
Oh, yeah, agree. Okay, I see it right there.
Oh my God.
Okay, now, bring it back. Right when you
Baby stuff there.
baby stuff,
Yeah.
straight down arm 14. Now, bring it back. Let's go. Okay.
All right, whoa, wait, back it up. Wait a minute. Oh, he worked there.
Hey, Mike. When you look like he doing something like that,
So what she reported?
okay.
Even with these headphones on, I still hear the door opening and closing downstairs.
First,
You know.
go over
Okay, I'm doing a big shot right there.
Fast forward.
Yeah, I got the baby one. That's all. Right?
Well, well, he kept his word.
Yeah, you can celebrate it. That's why I was bagging up. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I came here anytime I got to practice with you. Hey, it's all right, what? I work 30 days. Right. Huh? I'm good tonight. I ain't got no cash on. Hey, I'm about to tell my wife send me 10 hours. Okay. You ain't never heard of it. Shit, I'm gonna tell my wife cash out.
I would have got some time to get all that food.
Sunshine. That's because I'm gonna take it off. That's why I'm asking you to get it over. Okay. I ain't on next one. I got one wife. I got one. I'm ready to get one from you. You got it. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. That's what I'm going to do to the baby. Nothing I can get that bad. How you doing?
He sure is looking at that bike. There I am right there. Yeah, go ahead and try. I'm right there, so go ahead and try. Yeah. You done got some water spray in your face.
Yeah, I already know. Let me run that way. Okay. All right, Bessie. How we gonna do this shit? He's about to get some soda.
We can speed up for him.
Get out the way, Eggs. I got this side of it. Can you get the other side? This thing got a little weight to it. Yeah, I'm there on 3 liters. Oh, yeah. All right, we got that on. Yeah.
Watch this, y'all.
Excuse me, sir.
The lawn will never catch nobody but me.
This thing in a hardy rip through.
Lawn don't catch nobody but me.
They got hooked again? Yeah. I think I'll make a home. No. Thank you, sir. God, this is the bank. Nope, they beat. They ain't $1. Oh. Ain't that something? It always catch me. It's off now. Thank you, sir. For keeping an eye on. All right, now she's not gonna affect the wheel. And a 20. All right, we good to go. Now, where's the phone at? Okay. Thank you, Chung Lee. Come on, plug up. Because I want to go right out the door. Yeah, you better keep your receipts. All right. Let's try something different. Let's turn it this way. Where's your plug at, sir? There you go.
Y'all work on DVR.
Oh, they can't see the lights. That's why I can make a flash. There you go. And the alarm is a light too. Okay. All right, here should be able to see that. Now let's go. I will be out your way. Come on, Bessie. Thanks for your help. Merry Christmas, y'all. Appreciate it. What?
You know.
What are you doing?
Yeah, the phone was acting crazy. This one
Always
got
gotta
that
do something
300.
stupid, man. Phone pisses me off.
Can we get moving? Nope, still messing with the daggone phone. Ridiculous, 20 minutes and we ain't gone nowhere yet.
Look what this phone is doing. What is it doing? Seriously, man, what are you doing?
Did y'all see that? Yeah. The phone that's recording the live stream froze.
Come on, phone. What are you doing? Okay. I'm looking for a second.
Can we get moving?
Something.
Seriously. Hey, John. We still ain't gone nowhere yet.
We got the 360. We really could use the wagon.
Let's go.
Right in front of me. How y'all doing? All right, we going home. You not past go? You not?
No music. Where the music at? Where's the Mozart? Y'all see me riding the street? trying to hurry up for that light change.
Everything good? Yeah. All these cars coming. Ain't normally nobody coming. That's it. Uh-oh, something just broke.
And the cars one time. One.
Nobody else out there. How gonna be one person? Gonna be a jack off. That's alright, come on.
We on the sidewalk, nobody else came.
Alright. Whew. Alright, let's roll. Hurry up, not even moving yet. How you doing, bro?
This is really the only uphill we got.
Nobody else. It's a 180. One person around.
There's our turn.
I'm gonna see if she's gonna carry me without no help. Hey, Graham Cooper. Don't worry about the view, y'all. We got the 360-degree camera going. So like I said, the security guard did a good job. I was really worried about taking this down to the Family Dollar. They don't have no bike rack. You know, to chain it to you. So check the mail real quick. You see that bag, look. That bag looks like a Christmas tree. What's that on mail? Yeah, BGE. You need that one. So you might put to the front too. I'll show him we get around the corner. Come on. You ain't get the kickstand. I will take a round around. Every time we do that, we get a flat.
Get the kickstand.
No. What the hell? Y'all want to take a spin around the block? So we got in trouble last time taking that spin.
Now the shooting happened at that next corner right there. That was a shooting tonight.
This is how we got in trouble last time, taking that spin around the block. Got a flat.
Right there.
But they said they gave us a better attitude. So let's see. So let's take it in. We are home. Hey man, I saw some glass in the alley. Where'd it go? I don't want to run over that glass again. Whew. All right.
All right. Alrighty. So we can get rid of them files. They're recorded forever on YouTube. You can delete them. Yes. Alright. And let's take off the Windows Media. And hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I was hoping some more people would come in, but okay. Maybe something's better on. But we don't wait. And I waited for you. Let's get to it.
Americans have a growing
Commercial, can you see it? Yes, you can. Let's get it.
Shutdown.
Glenn Marshall's here with the details. Good morning, Glenn.
And good morning. Now, last week, there was hope that Americans could see $2,000 in relief funding coming from the government. The president said that's what he wanted, but he signed a bill without any changes being made, issuing $900 billion in pandemic relief. Now, here's what you could expect to see with this deal. As of right now, some Americans can expect to see $600 coming their way if they make less than $75,000 a year, and $1,200 for couples making up to $150,000 per year. However, payments are phased out for higher incomes. Still, another $600 payment will be made for every dependent child, just like the first round of payments we saw in the spring. The bill also provides a federal unemployment benefit for $300 per week for up to 11 weeks through mid-March, and it includes an extension on the temporary federal ban of evictions. Now, the battle was on last week as some Democrats agreed with the president, saying that the $600 was not enough for Americans. The president also complained about funding going towards other countries to help help fight the pandemic. In a statement, President Trump said, "I will sign the omnibus and COVID package with a strong message that makes clear to Congress that wasteful items need to be removed. I will send back to Congress a red line version, item by item, accompanied by the formal rescission request to Congress, insisting that those funds be removed from the bill." Now, Congress does not have to make any of these changes, but the Democratic-led House could try and raise an amount with a vote set for today. However, it would have to pass through both House and the Republican-led Senate. Now, people looking for those unemployment benefits possibly may see a delay in receiving them due to the fact that the president did not sign the bill on Saturday. In the newsroom, Glenn Marshall, WGN News.
All right. So I'm going to tell you what I told you when Trump didn't sign the bill. Trump let his buddies off, convicted criminals. He let them off with pardons, while at the same time doing executions on Christmas. He needed something to take the media off of his pardons. And once again, he used the pulpit of the presidency to use us Americans to provide him with a smokescreen. He also got back at the American people for not voting him in by giving them false hope that they would get 2,000 instead of 600. He told Congress to do that by removing the stuff in the bill that got nothing to do with the COVID relief. Money for the Nigerian military, money for the Middle East, money to study fishes in the Gulf, fish in Japan, money for dead trees, money for the Smithsonian and other museums and places that are closed right now that we can't even enjoy. But they're going to get millions or billions of dollars. And yet the American people can't even get 2,000. Can't even get 1,200. No, we got to settle with 600. If he would have signed that bill last week, some people would have already begun to receive their relief today. But instead, it's going to take another week. People are going to miss their unemployment payment. They're going to miss it. So Donald Trump costs you people that are on unemployment, he costs you $300. Once again, Donald Trump took from you, gave you a big promise, and gave you nothing but a delay. Because now you got to wait. Some of you could have had your money today. Some of you could have had your money tomorrow. Some of you we might not get no money till next week. This is the president that 74 million people in this country voted in. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? For every person that came in this chat and defended Donald Trump, ain't you ashamed of yourself? That man don't care about nobody but himself. And if you still say you ride with Trump, you don't care about yourself. You don't care about your family. You don't care about your community. You don't care about your city. You don't care about nothing. Because that man only cares about himself. He gave you false hope just to cover up the shady stuff he was doing. he said that he was going to be working tirelessly to make sure that we got the 2,000 and that the stuff in the bill that was unnecessary, that had nothing to do with COVID, will be taken out. He went and played golf several times. How is he working tirelessly playing golf? Somebody talk to me. I know you won't. I know you won't. But somebody explain to me why this man think that he should get another 4 years. Another 4 years to make promises he never intended to keep. Another 4 years to divide the country. A man who don't even have the balls, the fortitude, the cojones, the gumption to say, hey, I lost. I'll be back in 24. Oh no, he hanging on like a pit bull. If there's anybody in Atlanta, anybody in Georgia that's listening to me right now or will see this show, if you vote Republican for those 2 Senate seats, you's a damn fool. I'm telling you to your face. If you live in Georgia and you vote for Donald Trump, you's a damn fool. And you don't care about your country. You don't care about your children. You don't care about your mother, your sister, your brother. If you vote for the Republicans on January the 5th, you voting away everybody's chance to get through this pandemic. And don't tell me we got a vaccine, because there are mutations springing up all over the world. And I don't know if that vaccine gonna handle all these different mutations. How many mutations of the flu do we have? There one vaccine to stop the flu? I don't think we ever gonna stop COVID. We'll slow it. The vaccine will slow it. Us wearing masks and social distancing, and it'll slow it, but it'll always be with us. Just like the flu is always with us. Just like the common cold is always with us. Just like somebody somewhere in the world, and there's a whole lot of people that still got diphtheria, that still got measles, that still got chicken pox. It ain't going nowhere. They say they have a cure for AIDS. There are still people that got AIDS. You just don't hear about it anymore. People still got it. People still got gonorrhea, still got syphilis. These things still here. Herpes, TB. These diseases don't go nowhere. They just get quieted down. Mother Nature kicks our butt every year. And any advancement that we make, Mother Nature quenches it, quells it, crushes it. So for any of y'all that's going to pick up a sign and go out there and march for Donald Trump, you're a sucker. He made all his supporters look stupid. He grandstanded and gave people false hope. Not only did he not deliver the 2,000, he signed the bill and didn't take out any of that fluff that I told you about. But I left red lines or what I want not to be in there, but you signed it. Now that you signed it, you lost your power. And that's really sad that you are a Republican president, but you have no power as far as your Republican counterparts go. They don't give it. They think you're a fool. They can't wait to get you out of there. That's rough right there. The president supposed to be the leader of the party, but Mitch McConnell is the leader of the party. Hey, Liz. Liz said sorry she was cleaning the carpet. What's your opinion, Liz? Donald Trump gave us a shaft again. Boy, January 20th can't get here fast enough. January 20th cannot get here fast enough. This man is utterly ridiculous. And ain't nobody talking about it. Where is everybody? People should be stomping around mad. Because not only are you still getting the $600 you supposed to get last week, but now you're going to have to wait another week to get it. For those of you who actually was thinking about what you was going to do with that $600 last week, you could have got it today. You could have got it tomorrow. Now you might not get it till next week or the week after because of Donald Trump. Donald Trump sold you out to cover up the pardons that he gave to his buddies. And if y'all tell me that y'all all right with that, y'all tell me that y'all condone that, it's just proof. The American people are the smartest people in the world, but when it comes to their feelings, they're the dumbest. You say your opinion on what? The fact that Donald Trump not only kept us from getting our stimulus payment today, he did all that grandstanding, and we have to wait another week. People who depending on that unemployment, they're not going to get this week back. They're going to miss a whole week of unemployment because of Donald Trump. The man sat there and used the American people to cover up the fact that he gave pardons to his buddies. To cover up the fact that he executed prisoners on Christmas. The man still crying about stuff being named after Confederates when we know the Confederates were terrorists. And this man still trying to defend them. Boy, we can't get, January 20th can't come soon enough. Every time he defend Confederates, he also defend Al-Qaeda. He defends ISIS and any other militia group out there. Because that's what they were. They were terrorists. And there's an old saying, Shaka Zulu said so himself. You don't believe me? Go watch the movie. He's probably on YouTube for free. Go watch Shaka Zulu. He said words I'll never forget. If you leave an enemy behind, he will be back at your throat. Let that marinate for a minute. If you leave an enemy behind, sooner or later, he will be back at your throat. We tried to leave Trump behind. We finished him on November 3rd. No, we didn't. This man is still at our throat. He ain't got nothing but 28, 29 days left, but God darn it, he's still at our throat. Still manipulating. Still changing things. Wasting our tax dollars, because he don't spend his money. Wasting our tax dollars on all these frivolous lawsuits, but can't give us no money. He go play golf every day while people can't put food on the table. I was so angry last night, I didn't want to come on. I had finally did my research, and I had finally picked out the bike I was going to get. Now I can't get it. I literally wrote down all my decisions, and I went and looked at each one, and I actually picked out the one I wanted. And I put it on the watch list so I wouldn't forget. As soon as I came back to YouTube, I saw the news. I said, you gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Is Trump really that low that he got everybody hopes up? How many people went on and paid a bill thinking they was getting a stimulus coming? How many people not going to be able to put no food on the table? How many people are at a church right now trying to get food? How many people are in them long lines trying to get food? How many people are out there robbing somebody right now? How many people are breaking in somebody's house right now? How many people are doing a home invasion right now? Because if y'all ain't noticed, crime has picked up big time since the Republicans said they didn't want to give no stimulus. Crime has amped up. This is not only the deadliest month of the year because of the CV, the violence. Domestic violence, carjackings are at an all-time high. Robberies. People are beating you up when you walk off the bus or walk off the subway. They beating you up for no reason. People getting pushed in front of trains. People blowing up blocks for no reason at all. Because they can't make it. And they can't even depend on the government to help them. When you pay your car insurance, when you need them, they supposed to be there to help you. You pay your taxes. When you need the government, they supposed to be there to help you. When did it become the government is the boss? The government ain't the boss. The government power is through us. We empower the government. Everything the government has is from our taxes. Everything they have. They can talk to you till they blue in the face. I played you the video where Big Nick was at the post office and he told them, y'all survive off our money. No, we don't. We make money off of stamps. Well, how come you always begging for money? How come you always short? If you making so much money selling packages and making deliveries? Why is it that UPS and FedEx is making a good living? Why is Amazon delivering faster than you is? I haven't even checked, but I know that my two washers, they both supposed to come Wednesday, even though one I ordered on Saturday and the other one we ordered Sunday. They both come in Wednesday. I got them prime. One was prime and one wasn't. I guess because of the holiday it wasn't prime. But the very next day, the second one was prime. Prime means 2 days. The holiday over. But we got to wait till Wednesday. We got to wait 5 days. Doesn't that sound strange that one wasn't prime at first, but I ordered the same thing? The second one came back prime the next day, but yet they both coming on the same day. But this president keep telling you, I want to give you more. He don't mean it. He's just saying that because he think it's what you want to hear. And it's good for his ego. You get them, Trump. You get them Republicans. Get them, Trump. Republicans ain't paying Trump no mind. And it said that you had Democrats who would love to see the people get $2,000 say, Trump, why you not signing the bill? People need that money, even if it's only $600. They need that money now. You're going to hold everything up. And that's what he did. So instead of some of y'all should be getting your checks today and you should be out there shopping. Some of you who were depending on your unemployment check, there ain't one. There ain't no check this week. Thanks to your president. Those of you who got small businesses were thinking about reopening, you might have to wait a week. Those of you who are open that was hoping to hang on to your employees, you gotta wait a week. That's a week your employees don't get paid. Trump don't care. He don't care at all. Cause y'all didn't vote for me, so I don't care about you. You see how he do the people around him. The people who kissed his butt, even when they got in trouble doing what he told them to do. The people who stayed loyal and took the prison time because they knew that Trump was going to pardon. He took care of them people. Liz said, did you really think he was going to get them to go along with 2K? 2K, no. But I thought that he would hold his ground and maybe we could get 1,200 instead of 600. Maybe the Republicans would have met in the middle if he'd have held on. But now, not only are we getting the same thing, we might have to wait even longer. Some people could have got their money today. Now, we don't know when. They holding a vote on the $2,000 today. But now that Trump signed the veto, why should the Republicans agree to the 2000 now. I need y'all to understand this. You're not putting it together. I keep trying to tell you, but I don't think y'all putting it together. Let's go back. The bill passed in May for $3.4 trillion. Then it came down to $3.2 trillion. Republicans said no. Then Pelosi came down to $2.2 trillion. Republicans said no. Then the Republicans said, well, $1.5 billion. Pelosi said no. Then the Republicans made their own bill up. Mitch McConnell made like 4 bills. And one of the bills, he had $93 billion. $93 billion split among 46 millionaires. So regular people can't get nothing, but people that got millions of dollars get to split $93 billion. This came off of Mitch McConnell letterhead. So then they came up to 1.8 million. At one point, Donald Trump said 1.9 million. Now, I'm not no brain surgeon, but if you got 1.9 million and Pelosi is at 2.2 trillion, that's only $3 billion. So we can give billions of dollars. We can give billions of dollars to Nigeria for their army. But you couldn't come up with $3 billion to meet Pelosi after she came down from 3.4 trillion. Liz said, no, I get it, but when he said 2K, it was okay to hold the bill up. When it didn't get passed, people were upset they didn't get that $600 one time. No, Liz, I'm saying he had no intention on getting us 2,000. He used that to cover up what he was doing. And the fact that he went and played golf all weekend lets you know he had no intention. This wasn't nothing but a hoax. Trying to get you to forget the shady stuff that he was doing. Trump is going to try to leave the company in as bad a shape as he could. He's trying to leave the country in bad shape. The same way George Bush left it for Barack Obama. He's trying to leave it for Joe Biden. The exact same way. But I understand what you're saying. But like I said, now the 600, now we back to where we started at, $600. Before they signed the bill, why Trump didn't say that? Before they came to an agreement in the House and the Senate, why didn't Trump say something? He's sitting there tweeting about unfair election laws. And got lawyers going all over the country trying to find something they can't find. When you think of Donald Trump and his lawyers running around the country trying to find any kind of evidence to prove it was voter fraud, it reminds me, what must it have been like when Jesus died? And they had 4 centurions. That means top soldiers for the Roman army. They had 4 centurions outside guarding Jesus' tomb. They had a big heavy rock there. Blocking the tomb. Because they didn't want Jesus' followers to be able to say that he rose. And yet, all 4 of the soldiers are standing there. And the rock is moved. And Jesus' clothes is there, but he not there. Back then, if you were naked, you were shamed. They tried to make people believe that he left his clothes there and he ran out naked. And there were some people dumb enough to believe it, even though they had 4 of the best soldiers there guarding the tomb. And it's been, if you go by the Roman calendar, it's been 2,021 years. And they have yet, with all the scientists, with all the forensics, with all the DNA, can't nobody produce Jesus' bones. Donald Trump and his team of lawyers are trying to do the same thing. Trying to run around, convince everybody the election was a hoax. Some damn Democrats stole the election. The same way the Romans was going around 2021 years ago trying to convince the people. Even though we had soldiers guarding the tomb. We had a heavy rock guarding the tomb. We had all his followers hiding from us. But somehow, with the soldiers there, they still came and took Jesus' body and hid it. And with all the people they tortured, with all the people they killed, they couldn't find nothing or nobody to tell them anything about what happened to Jesus' body. They had to make up stories, like Donald Trump and his lawyers are making up stories. Because when you ask them, we got plenty of evidence, but can we see it? No, not yet. No. Well, you know, the 20th be here before you know it. You know, January the 6th, the Electoral College had a final vote, right? So are you waiting to drop something? Or are you going to make some excuses when they come around? Well, he's going to win, but I know I won, and I don't care what nobody say, I won. But this is the kind of idiot that we're dealing with. I gave y'all a biblical example because history repeats itself. You got a man that's hurting his feelings. His feelings is hurt. He thought that he was the end all, the be all, and he got thrown to the side, and he don't know what to do. He don't know what to do about it. He don't know how to lose. Well, now he running scared. Because he's going to have to transfer the presidency. Even if it's for a day, he's going to have to transfer it to Pence. So that Pence can pardon him. The vice president got to pardon the president to keep the people off his doorstep. But that's only going to cover federal crimes. It don't cover state and local crimes. And there's 2 people in New York City that can't wait to jump on Donald Trump. People at the IRS can't wait to jump on Donald Trump. He almost to the end of his term, and we still ain't seen his tax records. This how shady this man is. Well, he definitely trumped everybody. Like I say, don't feel sorry for me. Feel sorry for the people that can't put the food on the table. If you got time to be on YouTube, you ain't hurting that bad. We'll be all right. But for the people, we played a video. Man said he ain't worked since August. We played another video. Man said he ain't worked since April. How they feeding themselves? How long before they break it in your house trying to get something so they can go sell it and get something to eat for their families? This is what I'm talking about. Donald Trump playing with lives. He ain't playing with monopoly money. He playing with people's lives. I remember somebody came in this chat and said that Donald Trump gives his $200 and something thousand presidential salary to charity. How much money is he taking from big business behind the scenes? Why would he care about that little 200 and something thousand? I'll listen. Anybody want to talk to me? I'll listen. How many people in big business owe him favors? So even when he gone from the presidency, is he still going to be able to hold on? He's still going to have the lobbyists. The lobbyists that pay the politicians. Y'all don't find it strange? Some of them politicians, they only get $50,000, $60,000 a year, especially the state ones. The state congresses. How they ride around in limos? How they got nice houses? How they got businesses? Because they take money in the back pocket. They all do it. That's how they get their money. At our expense. Well, you know, the environmentalists say that you're dumping waste into the water, so we really can't let you put that plant there. Well, you know, what if I was to donate a couple million, and then on the backside, you know, you take 1.5 million of that money, and then all of a sudden, you can't drink the water. The water is polluted. How does that happen? How does that happen? Politics. All politicians lie. But the good ones balance it. They don't just say whatever come to mind. They think about it. There's a phrase that started back at the beginning of time, and it's never gone away. Back then they had kingdoms, and you would have a king. And if you didn't keep the people happy, they would kill you and put your son on the throne. They would kill you and put your wife on the throne. They would kill you and put your cousin on the throne. That word is damage control. Donald Trump doesn't do damage control. As much as you might think Democrats are low, they do excellent damage control. Trump's idea of damage control is to pull what he pulled last week. The media gonna tear me up for these pardons. They're gonna tear me up for them executions. We gotta think of something that's gonna take their mind off of it and do that damage control. And he used the American people. I played the video from Fox News when they said that the Chinese kept it secret for 5 weeks that they had a coronavirus problem. 5 weeks. 5 weeks. Trump said that he knew how bad the virus was February the 18th. From February the 18th to now, what has Trump done to combat the virus? Nothing. What's that extra 5 weeks? What would that have done? I'll listen. He ain't done nothing. Ain't done nothing but tweet and make jokes. And beg the scientists to bail him out. Made people not want to wear masks. That's what he did. The man is a joke. I had a feeling he was going to do it. That's why I kept telling him. Oops. Am I on the right page? I think I'm on the wrong list. Hold on. Okay, so where's the other list at? Okay. We got to get rid of one of these hangouts. Now, let's watch this liar. Wait a minute. Y'all got him sitting there? Trying to make sure I don't get these days mixed up. No, I'm too far up. Okay. Wait a minute. Which one is which? Wait a minute. Of course, now I can't see it. I need to take my insulin. Oh, I sent it to Chung Lee. That's why I can't. I thought I sent it to Chung Lee. Sorry about that, y'all. It was in 1 second. All right. Let's take a comical break. Let's take a comical break.
See, look, y'all got this pen. I'm gonna pop the balloons. So I got the balloons. So I'm gonna pop the balloon with the pen. Y'all see it? First, this one. See? Now the other one. See, I'm gonna pop it. See, I see how I popped the balloon right, boo. So I'm gonna go over here. See, I see how I popped the balloon. See, look, y'all. All gone. See? So I just popped the balloons with the pen, with this pen. So you go like this. So I just popped the balloon with the pen. See y'all later.
That was it. Whoa, that's flag with the material. That was it. Okay. Sam says Kevin is cooler than ice water. Okay. How you doing, Sam? Merry Christmas. All right, y'all. Let's get an update on the Nashville bombing. Christmas Day bombing.
We want to take you to Nashville, Tennessee, where officials are holding a briefing on the Christmas morning explosion in the downtown area. Let's listen in.
I wanted to give you a major update in a development that we've come to in this case, and that is based on the evidence that we've gathered to this point, we've come to the conclusion that an individual named Anthony Warner is the bomber, that he was present when the bomb went off, and that he perished in the bombing. We base this conclusion on forensic evidence, including DNA evidence that you'll hear about, as well as evidence that was gathered at the scene of the bombing. Because this was a collaborative effort, what I want to do is turn the microphone over to each of the agency folks here. They're going to talk about their agency's role in the investigation and how the evidence that they gathered and how the tests that they conducted led us to this conclusion. So let me start out by introducing Tennessee Bureau of Investigation Director David Roush.
Thank you. I first want to say that we appreciate the collaborative effort that has taken place in this investigation. Local, state, and federal authorities have worked hand in hand in tandem around the clock since the incident, and it's paid off. TBI agents, analysts, and scientists have been assisting in this investigation from the start, gathering data, checking leads, coordinating interviews, and processing critical evidence in coordination with the FBI and the ATF. Overnight, TBI forensic scientists processed evidence from the crime scene for DNA testing. The evidence was compared to evidence collected from a vehicle used by the person of interest in this case. At approximately midnight Central Time, forensic scientists with TBI confirmed a match of the DNA at both locations belonging to the person of interest in this case. TBI continues to support this ongoing investigation. Thank you.
Y'all boring. I'm sorry. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there watching the lady sign. I tell you how bad education has got. When I was in school, we actually learned sign language. We actually had a little it was like a little sheet, and it had the basic words on there, and we used to sign. I bet you they don't do that now. I can't even remember what the signs were, but I bet you they don't teach that now in school. Get to the next story.
hang a picture.
Oops. Make sure y'all can see it.
One of the very few House Republicans willing to speak truth to power, Congressman Adam Kinzinger of Illinois. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, Congressman. So let's start with that bill that's sitting in Mar-a-Lago. The House will vote tomorrow on President Trump's, start with the veto of the defense bill, rather. The House will vote on that tomorrow. The House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy has indicated that many House Republicans won't vote against the president, even though they supported the bill the first time. My question to you is, do you think the votes are there to override the president's veto on this multi-billion-dollar, highly bipartisan defense bill?
Yeah, I certainly hope so. This is something we've done for 50-some straight years. It was vetoed for nonsensical reasons, this whole Section 230, which has nothing to do with national defense or the NDAA. Somebody just got in the president's ear and convinced him. And so we had way more than 2/3 votes to pass this. I don't understand. I could not justify if I voted for this bill and then voted to sustain the president's veto instead of override it. I do not know how you justify that besides saying, I'm just going to do what the president wants. This is a great bill. This goes after China, Russia. It does a lot to shore up our cyber defenses, which, as we've seen, are extremely vulnerable. To sustain the president's veto after you voted for this bill, I just don't understand.
You don't understand, but are you confident that enough of your fellow Republicans will have the same mindset?
I hope so. I don't want to say I'm confident because it's just, we're in such a time that I just have no idea right now. But, we passed with a significant amount of votes. There is some flex to lose some people that voted for it that don't vote to override the veto.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a tough one for me to explain. I just don't know how you do it. So hopefully we can still get it overridden.
Okay, so let's talk about the stimulus bill that President Trump is demanding Congress revise to increase the size of stimulus checks to $2,000. Again, your leader, Kevin McCarthy, he blocked an effort by Democrats to do just that earlier. Senate Republicans have said that number is a non-starter. Meanwhile, unemployed Americans lost benefits as of last night because President Trump has not signed the bill. So what do you think is going to happen next?
Somebody's trying to sneak me. We got a commercial. Oh, crap.
This point, having negotiated, presumably on behalf of the President of the United States, that was his person at the table, they came to an agreement. I mean, none of us totally like the bill. It's the nature of legislating. You're not going to end up with anything perfect. But we passed it because this was the agreed upon number. It's what the president negotiated. And then for him to come out and say, now I'm going to veto it for the $2,000 checks, fine. If you want to make it $2,000 checks, negotiate that from the beginning. Let's have the discussion after this bill is signed, because right now we're at a point where people are left out in the dark. But to play this old switcheroo game, which is just kind of like, I don't get the point, I don't understand what's being done, why? Unless it's just to create chaos and show power and be upset because you lost the election. Otherwise, I don't understand it, because this just has to get done. Too many people are relying on this. We have worked hard. We should have had this done a lot earlier. And now to be put in a lurch after the president's own person negotiated something that the president doesn't want, it's surprising, but we'll have to find a way out.
And when you walk down the street in your district, you talk to your constituents who undoubtedly need help and ask, where are their checks? Where is the relief that you, Congressman, voted for? What do you say? How do you explain what the president is doing?
Well, I say what I just said. The problem is, in this day and age, the president can get on Twitter or make a statement, or the certain people can, and it just seems like it's all Congress's fault. Look, Congress ain't a pretty institution, trust me. Negotiations between people and sides that have big disagreements, it always ends up with something that's not pretty. But at the bottom line is, that's the process of negotiating. And then at the end to say, okay, we've gotten to this after all this negotiation, now I'm just going to veto it and leave everybody in a lurch. The president then needs to put out his option. The other thing he's done is conflated two totally different things, the COVID bill and then the omnibus bill, which is just general government spending. This is money that would have been spent whether we had COVID or not. It includes things like foreign aid, but to then say that we're giving money to other countries in the COVID bill is disingenuous, and it totally conflates two different issues. And it doesn't do a service to the American people to explain what's going on and how these things are different.
I want to look ahead to January 6th, when the Electoral College results will be before a joint session of Congress. President Trump and Vice President Pence met with some Republicans at the White House this week. A number of Senate Republicans, some House Republicans haven't ruled out contesting at various points the election results. What do you expect to happen?
I expect there'll be a little chaos. This is a scam, though. I mean, to explain to people that somehow Congress can overthrow the certified results of every state, that we can change an election outcome when there was not a single court case that had any legs. I mean, even if you believe that somehow the courts were, inept in this whole process, if somehow you believe that this whole election was stolen, the reality is there is no impetus to overthrow an election even if you want to, and there's no ability to overthrow an election even if you want to. And so all that's being done is certain members of Congress, the president, etc., and like quote unquote thought leaders on Twitter are getting retweets, they're getting followers, they're raising money on this scam. It is a scam. It is going to disappoint the people that believe this election was stolen, that think this is an opportunity to change it. But instead of being disappointed in the people that led them on this grifting scam, they're going to somehow, try to convince these people that it was, I don't know, what's the new word, the rhinos in Congress or something like that, and not the Constitution that prevents this from happening in the first place. We talk about the Constitution, we have to follow it, and I'm sorry if that doesn't mean that the outcome was what you wanted.
Well, you've talked about some of the things that have happened. We've heard and seen a lot of crazy things coming from the White House in the last couple of weeks. Pardons for allies, including Roger Stone and Paul Manafort. We have seen and heard talk of declaring martial law, baseless allegations of a stolen election, as you were just talking about, mixed signals over military funding and COVID relief. But the president still has more time left in office. Are you actually worried about what he and people who support him still might do?
I don't know about worried. I'm concerned to an extent about January 6th, because if you convince people that, Congress can change a legitimate election and everything was stolen, and there's a deep state / QAnon theory driving this, which is that it's Satanist pedophiles that run the government, you could see people being driven to violence. So I'm concerned about that. In terms of anything else, look, the guardrails of the Constitution are there. In terms of martial law in the military, for instance, which has been discussed, the Pentagon and the military wouldn't implement that. As a lieutenant colonel in the military, I know that I can't follow through on an illegal order, even if it comes from the president. So I'm not concerned to that level. But the concern I have right now, and why I've been so outspoken, is I grew up as a Republican because I believe in smaller government and strong national defense, and that's being destroyed by conspiracies right now and anger, and I really do worry about the future of my party.
Well, we're definitely going to have a lot to talk about when it comes to the future of your party ahead in 2021 and beyond. Congressman Adam Kinzinger, thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, great. It's good to be with you.
All righty. Chung Lee sent a link, but I couldn't play it on the phone. It didn't even show up here. Can you send a different link? All right, where was we? All right. This is crazy right here. Where's the honor?
Caught on camera, a group of divvy bike riders carjack an elderly man on the city's near north side.
WGN Shannon Halligan is live in Streeterville with details on that story. Shannon.
Yeah, Chicago police say more than a dozen people on rental bikes helped steal this car. This happened here on Grand Avenue, just 2 blocks from Michigan Avenue in broad daylight.
They saw the bike pull around and roll around here, and I think they pulled the gentleman out of the car, and they pull and they run away with the car.
Tammy works at the nail salon right across the street, where police cameras captured an 82-year-old man being carjacked.
I feel sad for the gentleman. Also, I feel very bad for the world right now. The country we live in is like unsafe.
CWB Chicago shared the video of the group on divvy bikes. They surround the white SUV parked on the 200 block of East Grand Avenue. When the driver opens his door, one of the riders pulls the man out of his car. Another tosses out belongings. Others jump into the stolen car. It all happened around 10 on Sunday morning, which is concerning for people who frequent the Streeterville area.
That's messed up. He's an old man. Like, nobody deserves that. That's ridiculous. I don't know. It's been a lot of weird stuff going around Streeterville for a while now, so, to be honest.
And no one is in custody. Area 3 detectives are investigating. Live in Streeterville, Shannon Halligan, WGN News.
Shannon, thanks very much.
Chicago. Chicago is really hitting Turdsville. How do you carjack an 80-year-old man? It's crazy.
And right now at 6, the man shot in an officer-involved shooting in Hartford last night has died. Tonight, state police, as well as the state's attorney's office, continue their investigation. Channel 3 Waterbury Bureau Chief Dennis Valera is live at the Hartford Public Safety Complex right now. Dennis, only one officer fired a gun during this incident. Is that correct?
Yes, Kevin, and that officer's name is Ashley Martinez. She is a 4-year veteran of the force. She, along with several other officers who were there, did have their body cameras on, so that footage is now being reviewed by state investigators this very second. Now, we are learning today that this all started with some 911 calls a little before 9 last night, alerting police to a man described to be acting erratically, armed with guns on Gilman Street in the south end of the city. Police arrived, found the suspect, who had an assault rifle and handgun. Police say he refused to put them down as he moved around in the street and into people's backyards. Now, they add Officer Martinez shot the suspect after pointing his rifle at the officers. Both Hartford Mayor Luke Bronin and Police Chief Jason Thody reviewed the body cam footage before it was handed over to the state.
Having reviewed the body camera footage, this is a situation where it appears to me that our officers' lives were very much in danger, and this is a difficult situation for anyone to be involved with.
Now, these are the guns the suspect had when he got shot. State police released them about an hour ago now. Now, as state investigators continue looking into this, Mayor Bronin requesting them to release the body cam footage quickly. More on his request at 11. Live in downtown Hartford, Dennis Valera, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Everyone's going. Look at all the carjackings.
This photo, taken before 8 a.m. Friday, shows 2 young men pointing a gun at a woman inside her car in the Tangletown neighborhood of South Minneapolis. Audio from a nearby surveillance camera captures them telling her to get out. Then a gunshot. And the sound of the woman squealing her tires, hitting the gunman's vehicle. It was an attempted carjacking that nearly turned into murder.
And despite her showing them, pictures of her children and pleading for her life, they fired 3 shots at her, hitting her car in the driver's side window.
Kathy Higgins-Victor says the victim was her housekeeper who had just arrived and is now extremely traumatized.
She has dreams and nightmares about this.
Police say the suspects had stolen the car they arrived in another carjacking just northeast of the U of M campus in the Lower Como neighborhood and the gun they used was a low caliber, so luckily the rounds ricocheted off the car and did not hurt the woman. The carjacking trend hasn't slowed down yet in Minneapolis, with the number in November up 537% from the same month last year, including this one Monday night, where police managed to disable a stolen car after a chase and arrest the suspects in White Bear Lake.
It frightens my family, it frightens my neighbors.
The neighbors in Tangletown say they hope the city can find a way to accomplish police reform after the death of George Floyd, while still doing what's needed to curb the crime trends like the carjacking.
We can do both. I believe our leadership has the ability to do both. It just cannot be politicized any longer.
Lou Raguse, KARE 11 News.
According to police, the suspects in the Tangletown attempted carjacking have not yet been caught.
Of course not. What the heck? Go ahead. Why not?
Susie was as prepared as anyone can be.
I had pepper spray in my purse. I never could have gotten to it. I've taken a self-defense class this spring. It didn't do me any good.
When she was surrounded by 4 teens, beaten, robbed, and carjacked.
I only wanted to get away, and so I did whatever I could to get away.
It happened Friday afternoon at about 3 o'clock at 50th Street and Chowan Avenue, close to the Edina border. Susie parked, scheduled a work appointment on her cell phone, then stepped out of her car.
Out of what seemed like nowhere, 4 young men came at me quickly, pushed me to the ground, kicked me, hit me.
They took her purse, cell phone, and her car, a black Audi Q5, which Minneapolis police say continues to be used to commit more crimes around the city. Robberies are up 36% from last year. On September 22nd, MPD started specifically tracking carjackings. Since then, there have been 61. The suspects, very often teens. Susie estimates the boys who attacked her were 15 or 16 years old.
I have teenagers, and the thought of them doing to someone else what these teenagers did to me is horrific.
Physical injuries are healing, but Susie can't sleep. The mental wounds having a much bigger impact. For the first time, Susie says she doesn't feel safe in the city she loves.
We need the Minneapolis City Council and Mayor to lead us. We are a city in crisis.
Lou Raguse, KARE 11 News.
They're gonna shame. They're gonna shame. All right, Chumley, I saw your link. Wait a minute. $38. What? It goes 6 miles per hour and 15 miles. And it's only $38? Gotta be a catch. It's gotta be in the shipping. This is only $38. Let me say this link. Let me see if I can get some help from the family when I do my show later on. There ain't nobody here now. So let me copy this link. I'm dying to know what the shipping is. I like how it folds up. That's kind of cute. Well, it's only $38. Even if it's a hoax. You know, $38. And I'm gonna look into it later on. Maybe they'll still have some left by Friday. And I'll be able to get it. Maybe they'll still have some left by Friday. Good morning, Sean Lee. Hey, let me go ahead and show y'all this before I forget. It's the reason why I got so mad I ain't even go live last night. I went on with sleep. I had just put this. I had just said, if we get the 2000 stimulus, I was going to get this bike. 26-inch tires, 48 volt, 13i battery. Right now we have a 36 volt, 4i battery. This has a 1,000 watt motor. This motor is 4 times the power of the bike we got now. We only got 250 watt. 4 times 250 is a 1,000. It's 4 times more powerful. The battery is more powerful. LED display, which we don't have. Pedal assist modes, which we don't have. And Donald Trump took it from me. You took it from me, sir. I can't forgive you. You took it. There ain't shame. Hope I won't get flagged for that music. There gonna shame. I guess I'll take it off the list. That daggone shame. Trump took it back. Took all the hope out. And 1,000 watts. That thing will scale these hills like it's nothing. 48-volt battery. That's at least 700 and something watch hours. At least. Right now, we got 200 watt hours. Man. Donald Trump, you ain't worth 2 pieces of dookie. I'm sorry, you ain't. You ain't worth 2 pieces of crap in a hat. Ain't worth 2 pieces of crap. All right, where was we at? Here we are. All right, we're going back to Nashville. Y'all had to excuse me. I'm upset right now.
Clip shows what appears to be a police officer walking in the street about half a block from a parked RV. The lights from a police car can be seen flashing on the other end of the block. The cop exits the frame just before the blast occurs at 13 seconds into the video. The explosion flash is followed by heavy smoke and flying debris. The rest of the minute-long clip shows the street shrouded in black smoke, with a fire burning in the background. The street in downtown Nashville where the blast took place was closed that morning when cops discovered the RV, which had a recorded message telling people to evacuate. 6 Nashville officers were praised as heroes for their quick action evacuating nearby buildings and likely saving many lives.
That's crazy. Big Brother always watching. Big Brother is always watching. Sean Lee said, too much money. Well, like I said, you know, the electric XP is $8.99 plus sales tax. It's free shipping. That's what I was gonna go with. Or the Fido L2. But Amazon out of them. That's that's 800 and something too. So we probably gonna wind up getting the I'm probably gonna wind up getting the one Swagtron got on clearance. It's the EB7. I have the EB1. So the EB7 is smaller. It's foldable. I can get a replacement battery. It's not. It's supposed to be 18 miles an hour. It's not as it won't give me the distance that I want, but I can get a spare battery. So that'll be the 600 right there. I can get a spare battery for it, and so but that'll be the 600. It's like 100 and something for the battery. Plus you got your taxes for the shipping. So, but I'm gonna look on Craigslist and see if anybody has something. Maybe I can get lucky. See if I can find something on Craigslist. Maybe I can get lucky. But if I was gonna get the EB7, I would have wanted to get the Plus because it has the gears on there. So whereas if you run out of power, you can change gears. But that's $6.99 to get the. They made 3 different versions of the same bike. But they have the first one, it's $4.99. So I don't know, I might go with that one. Like I said, it's compact, but it goes double the distance of the bike I got now. And it has a the weight limit is 20 pounds higher than what I got right now. It's 21 pounds higher. It goes 18 miles an hour, and it supposedly gets 20 miles, which I don't believe that's gonna carry my fat butt 20 miles, but hey, if they say 20, then I say 11 or 12, so that's still better. If I get a spare battery, then that's another 12, so I can go 12 miles in one direction and go 12 miles in the other. That's a lot better than going 4-something miles in one direction and having to stop and charge. So I ain't gonna cry. Maybe Biden will come back with something, I don't know. But anyway. But like I say, the XP for $8.99. It ain't got no shocks, but it got everything else. Big fat tires. 28 miles per hour.
People need your help. They need you.
Which I'll never see. Yeah. I had to pedal really hard.
Joining us now to analyze the media, the president, and the transition, Frank Luntz, the veteran Republican pollster. And Frank, with the death toll from coronavirus just going higher and higher, it's now about 330,000 Americans. What's your take on the whole year's coronavirus coverage by the media, which played it up? At times, President Trump played it down, and we have the vaccines. What's been the impact on the credibility of the press?
It's horrible. It's horrible on the credibility of the politicians. It's been very damaging for the credibility of the press. Everyone has suffered. We did a study for the de Beaumont Foundation. And what we found is that there's still about 1/3 of Americans that are nervous about this vaccine, and we need them to take it. My frustration right now, as we end this year, is that the president is tweeting about an election that's over with, and instead he should be tweeting about saving lives, about taking this vaccine. And ironically, Howie, the group that is most likely to not be eager to take the vaccine are young Republicans under age 50. His own vote is listening to him, and they don't realize how important this is. They need to wake up. The Black community, the Latino community, the young Republican community, we need people to take the vaccine, and that's what the president should be talking about. And frankly, that's what the press should be talking about. Enough of the politics, enough about what Trump is saying about the election. Focus on saving lives.
Right. But since you make that point, I mean, some of your friends on the right don't seem particularly perturbed about some of the extreme measures being talked about. The president hasn't embraced them, but he is still, as you say, tweeting and talking about a rigged election, calling Joe Biden a fake president yesterday. Can you imagine the conservative reaction if Barack Obama in 2012 lost the Electoral College and was having meetings talking about, rerunning, using the military, for example, to rerun the election in certain states?
You're correct. Absolutely. And I'm not sure if they're going to be my friends. I know that it's having an impact on Fox. It's having an impact on Republicans in the House and the Senate. It feels like this president's trying to do as much damage as he can, not just to Mitch McConnell, but the Republicans in the House and in the Senate. And the press is glad to go along because it'll help in that final race of 2020 in Georgia. And I'm afraid, and I believe, that those two Republicans may well lose on the 5th of January because of what the president is doing right now. The media is helping him, and this should not be happening. That election should be waged separately from the ugliness that's happening here in Washington.
Well, what about the 6th of January, which is the day, and usually it's routine that Congress accepts formally the results of the Electoral College, and the president has talked about, and some of his allies have talked about, having a Republican senator and House member from the same state challenging that, which would lead to a big congressional debate. Do you see a good chance of that happening? And if so, how does the press cover it?
Frankly, I do see it happening. I know the president's trying to make it happen. I know that there are House members who are going to help him make that happen. What they don't realize is the ramifications, is the consequences. And this is not the responsibility of the press to take sides. It is the responsibility of them to report what's happening accurately and in a balanced way. And to a great degree, they're doing that. But I want to emphasize the impact. If the Republicans lose that Senate race in Georgia, and again, this is not the responsibility of the press, you may have 2 new states, Puerto Rico and DC. You may have the packing of the court. You may have the repeal of the tax cuts. And the president is spending his time just upsetting as many people as he can, driving a wedge between those 2 Senate candidates and what will be this fundamental change in American democracy. And guys, just wake the hell up. And Howie, I know you care about numbers. The Republicans have never trusted the press less. The Democrats actually trust the press more. I'm watching among independents and floating voters, and their numbers for the press are falling with every successive month. The credibility of the press among independents who don't have a political bone in this, they're believing that the press is taking sides, and they're trying to encourage a Democratic win in the Senate in Georgia.
But since you have the courts and Bill Barr's Justice Department, he of course has just resigned, finding no evidence of widespread fraud despite the president repeatedly pressing these claims. The question I would ask is, you have, every poll shows that you have a majority of Republicans not believing the media in that this was a fair election. And a lot of people feel very strongly about this. So that suggests to me either that the media have failed or that the level of distrust is so great that conservatives and maybe even you're saying independents are not going to believe much of what the press says.
It's both of those. And I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. Because in the end, regardless of whether you like or dislike your approach, in the end.
Putting me to sleep. Yeah, I'm going to try and get through these news articles. Is that the whole show? No, we can't show that. This for the old news, man.
Tonight, a bipartisan push to get President Trump to sign off on the COVID relief bill. Already millions of Americans have lost unemployment benefits, and it's pushing the government toward a shutdown. CBS 2's Nancy Chen reports.
The COVID relief bill that Democrats and Republicans approved in Congress 7 days ago remains in limbo without President Trump's signature. Overnight, expanded unemployment aid expired for millions of Americans struggling with the economic fallout from the coronavirus pandemic. Last week, President Trump demanded larger stimulus checks of $2,000 for Americans, throwing the $900 billion stimulus bill into turmoil. In a tweet Saturday, the president called the $600 payout in the current bill measly.
What the president is doing right now is unbelievably cruel. Many millions of people are losing their extended unemployment benefits. They're going to be evicted from their apartments because the eviction moratorium is ending. And this president is diddling around, and he may actually veto it.
In a rare Christmas Eve session, Republicans blocked Democrats' bid to meet the president's demand for an increase.
Why would we be sending $2,000 to people with a 6-figure income who've had no suspension, no reduction of their income at all? It should be targeted to people who've actually lost their job, small businesses that are actually in danger of going under.
After golfing with President Trump on Friday, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham tweeted that the president is more determined than ever to increase those payments. The spending bill also includes $1.4 trillion in federal funding. Without it, the federal government faces a shutdown at midnight Tuesday. Nancy Chen, CBS News.
Excuse me. Alrighty, y'all. I don't know why I'm getting this wave of fatigue. But it's 12:36. I'll be back later on today. I'm gonna go take me a nap. But just want to repeat it for y'all again. Donald Trump held everybody up from getting that stimulus payment. All that noise, and we ain't getting no more than we were getting in the beginning. He don't care about people. If you want unemployment, you're going to miss a week. So I hope you didn't spend last week checkup, because you might have to go a week and a half before you get the next one. So that's all I can say. President don't care about you. He don't care about you. He don't. Alrighty, y'all. I'm gonna take me a nap. I don't know why I got drowsy so quick, but I will talk to y'all later on. Y'all have a blessed night. I said night. Y'all have a good and productive day. And I'll see y'all later on this evening. Hopefully we'll be back on about 6 or 7. Hopefully we'll have some more people here to talk about this. But y'all have a great one. And thanks for your help, Chung Lee. I'm mad that I got that bathroom mat, cause it's not sticking to the tub. Family Dollar crack. It's not sticking to the tub. So I'm gonna have to find something off of Amazon and have it delivered. That thing ain't got no suction. Alrighty. Thanks for coming by, Chung Lee, Liz. Who else came by? Sam. Who was the other person? Shouldn't be hard to find because not that many people were here. In Motion Sound Media. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all later on today. As Neil would say, see you soon. As I say, I'll catch you later on. Y'all have a great night. Y'all have a great day. Why am I so drowsy?